on day 3 of a bootcamp series using BookwormPup64. What you will get is this internet, and under the internet section you see a Firefox ESR, and when you click it, there's no activity, there's no response. And similarly, you can use a terminal and there's no response with a Firefox ESR. So what you have to do then is to go into Synaptic software download. So we'll go to setup, Synaptic, and then download it here. So we'll just Firefox, and it does have the Firefox ESR, which is what you want. So make sure in our case we want to just click on the right click with a mouse and then mark for installation and then apply. So we'll just go ahead and install it. We'll just close this now, and then Alt F4 closes it, and then we'll take a look at the menu again, F12, and then internet. Now there's two ESR, so one that doesn't work and the other one that works. So we'll click on, I think this is the one that works. We'll just click on it and see if it does work or not. No, it doesn't work, so maybe it's the first one. So internet again, and we'll go to Firefox ESR. So it is the first one that opens it up. So what you want to do is go ahead and delete that first the one that I think was it the first that doesn't work. So what you want to do is then you go to .jwmrc file, which is in the root folder minus and then Control H. So on a root folder you'll see jwmrc, and what you want to do is just drag this into Genie so you can edit it, and then we'll just reload here, and then you'll see here two ESR. So we'll close this, and then we'll open it up. So .jwmrc is a long file, but it should only be used, in my opinion, just to manually edit the menu here, because some of the entries here is also repeated in .jwmrc personnel file, but personnel file takes precedent. So if you have a two commands with the same key, for example, it will. So it's best not to fool around with JWMRC file unless it's strictly related to the menu itself. So we'll just go back to the Control F, will Firefox, and we'll locate what that is real fast, and there it is. So I think it was the first one that works. So network, internet. So there's two entries here under internet, and so since the one that works is first one, I'm assuming that it is. What you want to do is just go ahead and put a cursor, and then just go ahead and delete this line. And I think there's a default Control K that does that. So there's elimination of said Firefox ESR, and then we'll close, and then just gonna make it small again, and then just gonna start the JWM restart, and then since we made changes to the menu, and then what we'll do is we'll take a look at the menu again, and then internet, and there's only one. Let's see if we did erase the correct one or not. So we did. Okay, so that's the first part of the day 3. So what I'd like to do is, rather than have a aliases within a .bashrc file, let me just download. That's rocks and minus, and then Control H again. Now the bashrc file is right here, and it comes default without the .bash alias, but I'm just used to having aliases in a separate file, and you can, if you have a save folder from another PuppyLinux like I do, you can simply copy the bash alias over. So let's just go ahead and find my save folder for my FossPup, and then here's save folder, and here's my FossPup's save folder. We'll just take a quick look, and root, and then Control H, and then we'll just go ahead, and there is a .bash alias file. So it's when you look at the it already has a little small script instruction in the bashrc, so that it looks for alias file if there is one. So we don't need to do anything but just copy this over. So we'll just drag it along and copy. Now we'll take a look at the bash alias file. So I think the what it does is default prompt is like, looks like this. There's not much of information here. So present working directory, for example, is root. So I like a little bit more information right at the prompt. So that's what that first line will do. And if you type in LA, LA, for example, it runs this ls-lah piped into less. So, and then I particularly use, I didn't realize until I started making videos that I use this extensively. So if I have a terminal open, rather than typing an exit or F4 to close the window, I usually just type in X, and it doesn't work now because alias has not been read or activated. So we'll just go ahead and exit. So similarly, just type in PO, and what that will do is power off the machine, and then RB will reboot the machine. JH has to do with automatic renaming of my photo files from EXIF information. So and then XP has to do with XProp being piped into, so it simplifies the finding out the name of XProp. So so that's once you go ahead and copy that over, and you may have to reboot. We're in number 3 now. So I have several scripts that I use, and these can be copied to an appropriate folder in the root level. So we'll just go back, and so all the PuppyLinux that I know of, it has the path to my applications has already been added to the path. So what you can do is, from a script save folder, for example, from my FossPup save folder, you can get into root and my application bin folder. And here's all the scripts that I have that I can simply just grab it, Control A, and just drag it over and copy it here. So most of the save folders with a name of the application like gthumb or deadbeef, which is a music player, and a browser, in this case Firefox, has a little wmctrl app that has been configured to have the for example, deadbeef only opens in window 3, the workspace 3, and then if I happen to start the deadbeef again from window number 5, workspace number 5, for example, it won't let me start another separate deadbeef. It just goes right back to the window number 3 that has already a deadbeef. So it allows, it doesn't allow for dual opening of the same application. So I find that very helpful in when I work with Genie or gthumb, which is a photo editor, and so on. So that's what that's about. And I have a I should just mention close all sh is a little script that when it's bound to a keyboard binding, generally I bind it to Super and Shift and X. It closes all the application that's running in all of the workspaces. So I find that also very helpful, and I use it frequently. So those are some of the scripts that what it's used for. So it's easy just to copy if you have a save folder from another PuppyLinux with the same function that you want. So that's how it, and then all the files here should be executable. So if you just copy from one save folder to another, it should already be executable. So, but otherwise, if you create a bash script, for example, you may have to run this command just to make sure that it is executable with a +X. Similarly, let me just go back and we'll just continue on the home folder root. Under .config, you may want to use a .config from another save folder. So again, this is FossaPup save from FossaPup. So let me just show you. So I'm in the .config, and for example, Genie and gthumb, deadbeef, and particularly Rock's file, I have a lot of keyboard binding and so on. It's all set up. So generally speaking, these files I tend to copy to the in this case Bookworm. So so I'll just, and I find it easier just to go ahead and delete Rock's source net, because otherwise you get a warning that you want to really copy and you have to keep typing yes, yes, yes. So so after you go ahead and, let me just go ahead and do just give it a example. So I can just go ahead and delete the Genie, and then we'll say OK, and then I've already copied some of the files into Rocks already, so we'll just grab the other 3 from the save folder and just drag it over and then copy, and then you want to just click all these and then yes. So now it's going to have a configuration of the same as the your old save folder. So I find that very helpful, particularly with the rocks.